Oh, finally, they're letting me out. Hey, are you here for me? Hey, come save me. Come save me. Come save. Anyways, this is a suggestion video. Let me move to the side so we have space for the suggestions. Now, thank you, Gibrian, for giving me permission to use some of these suggestions. And yeah, let's get on to the suggestions after I get over here. And while we're waiting, why don't you go in the Discord in the description and put some suggestions in. All right, so the first suggestion is gambling by Ronak_21. He says they should add gambling so the younger demographic can learn how fun it is to gamble. And also, in the process, get a crippling gambling addiction that will destroy their future. Now, I completely, totally want this suggestion in the game. I love gambling. You know, it is the best thing to ever happen to me. Nah, in all seriousness, I honestly think there should be like some little gambling aspect to the game just to keep, well, not gambling, but RNG, you know, like blueprints should have RNG to drop from bosses because like if you get the blueprint as soon as you kill the boss every single time, like you get it every single time, then that's not gonna really add a lot to the game. But if you have to kill the boss over and over again to get the blueprint, I feel like that would add some replayability for it. So that's actually a decent suggestion when you really get into the thick of it. From the pen to the ring to the... I don't know the words. Anyways, let's get into the next suggestion. And the next suggestion is drugs. Not the bad kind, though. I think this would be good for making doctors more useful, like them being able to make medicine so that they don't have to be right up next to the injured people to heal them. And also maybe doctors could make a type that makes you really dizzy. Tat you can be and what? Yikes. But I really do think this is a good suggestion because like making medicine or healing potions for your teammates would actually be really cool. So you don't have to be right up to them to heal them, even though we don't know if doctors are actually going to be a thing in the game or not. But I think medicine would be a cool thing for the players to make and not just the NPCs to sell it. Also, maybe fish in cooking could heal you. Like eating a good meal heals you or gives you buffs. I don't know. I'm getting way into it. Anyways, on to the net. How the hell did that get in here? Hey, get him out of here. Sorry about that. Some little weasel slipped through. Anyways, the next suggestion is more marine features, and this is a lot, so I'm gonna take a second to read it, and I will be right back. Okay, so basically, the first thing he put in this is basically the only good, well, the first and third one are the only good things that he really said, because the other two are just unrealistic. Marine stores, so basically a marine-owned store that has discounts for marines and sells consumables and like marine armor. And then the next thing is totally stupid, but you basically go to a shipyard that's behind a large marine base. You can loot it for parts, and you can punch the battleship like Garp and Aokiji. Also, the alliances and betrayal is actually kind of cool. You can make alliances with other regular marine units, or also have the ability to ally with pirates, which I think is a good idea for the game, because like you don't just want to ally with other marines sometimes you gotta ally with your friends if they're pirates, you know. You could be a marine, your friends could be a pirate, you get what I'm saying. And then the last thing here is just unrealistic, and I'm not really gonna go over it, so on to the next suggestion. Now, the next suggestion is Haki, Geppo, and Soru should be difficult to get. And I'm pretty sure Soru is like that dash that they showed in movie 2, which we have no idea how difficult it is to get. But I do agree that these things should be difficult to get. Question, did you see a character start with Geppo or Soru? I didn't see Sanji use Geppo in the East Blue. I didn't see Luffy or Zoro using Geppo ever. But in every single game, you can start it with it. And you can get Haki way too early, like East Blue level. If we want something like Haki to be good and be fair, it has to be medium/late game thing. I completely agree with this guy. Sorry I stuttered over my words. It was my first time reading that. I probably should have read it before. But yeah, I do agree with this guy. I think all of these should be difficult to get. And no, this was not today. I definitely stole this from Gibrian's video, but he told me to. I can put up a screenshot. He cannot lie about that. I have multiple, well, not multiple. I have one screenshot of him telling me. Okay, on to the next suggestion. Alright, the next suggestion is no PS, meaning no private server. And I get why people would say this. Private servers existing and being paid gives players who have them a huge advantage over those who don't have them. In private servers, you can grind bosses freely, but the main issue is that you're immune to marine hunting you in a private server. If private servers were added, they gotta have no EXP and be just for PvP and events and stuff. Otherwise, the game will be pay to win. And a lot of people don't like to hear that. Now, I sort of disagree with this one. It's kind of in between. I think private servers are kind of a necessity in a game like this because there's going to be so many people playing it. There's going to be so many things to do and to be had that if you don't have private servers, everybody's going to be pissed because they're going to be like, well, I keep getting killed at this same area. And personally, I would like to have a private server. That's why I'm ranting about this so much, because I want a private server. Because I want to be able to grind in peace without getting killed every 2 seconds. I'm so bad at PvP. All I do is PvE. So if you get where I'm coming from, you get where I'm coming from. Anyways, that's been it for this video. Make sure you like, sub, do all that. And go check out the Discord below.